EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jackson on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Prescott. He finds Austin complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We go 46. We're going to 54. 1 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go. 48.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Prescott's pass caught by Austin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This one taken from the 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. This time Jackson will throw it. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 51 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Throwing is Jackson. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Elliott. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run with Elliott. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Let's go, baby.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad Presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.